Hello and welcome to episode 5 of Troy Talks Life. It's moving real fast, huh? And if you don't know already, Troy Talks Life is going to be a weekly podcast with the goal of helping you find your inner truth and how to live a happy, fulfilling life as I pass on some of my inner truths that I've discovered in my short journey of self-discovery to now. Today's episode is called Life Direction. Let's go find our way. Last week I was talking about luck and opportunity, and I believe that opportunity comes to those who affect their probabilities of making them happen. This week I'm going to take everything I have been talking about over the last few episodes, going to condense them to find a direction to focus your daily life into manifesting something you would be happy in. So we are all trees in the way that we need to grow into the soil of how we were raised. We need to find our rocks to grab onto, which are the most consistent parts of our personality. We continue to find more consistent parts of what makes us us through the subtraction equation, which is taking who you are in an element of extreme change out of our comfort zone and then subtracting about who we were before we went into that change when we were comfortable. Then we lay out all of these very solid and consistent personality traits, how we act and react to change, what interests us. And we lay out all these different types of things that would satisfy who we are. It's scary for someone who is locked down by fear to see someone succeed because they aren't locked down by their own fear. In episode 3, I said nothing in life is guaranteed, but you have to take the risk and focus on what you want and not live in the fear of not getting it. Because you can't be fearful of not getting what you want. I mean, you already don't have it. And in my last episode, when I was talking about luck and opportunity, if you're starting to find ideas on what might satisfy these interests that you're learning about, the only way of getting closer to the position of satisfaction is by trying all of these options. That way, your probability of developing opportunities that satisfy your inner truth will be much higher when you are searching in the right places. It's very easy finding things and labeling that we don't like them, but it's very hard to know right away if something is for you. And you have to try a lot of things to know what is best for you. For example, you love jazz and you want to play the saxophone. You go to college because you think that's the thing that will help you become a saxophone player. You find out you hate the education. It doesn't even match what you're looking for. You drop out. You start listening to jazz albums. You pick up a small job. You're reading books on jazz at that job. You go into jazz clubs at night. And then you meet these people who are at these jazz clubs who are similar in passion. You start jamming out on the weekends. You write a few songs. You get a few open mic opportunities. You're actually playing now. You record your first album with these guys, and then you start getting noticed as a band. You do a few bigger shows, and you realize you are doing what you wanted. It wasn't clear cut, but it was a direction, a very personal and unique exploration of interest in self. This is never wasted time, but more so you are becoming more efficient because you are narrowing down your spectrum of what you can invest your time into. When you find something that is providing you interest, spiritual and intellectual stimulation, and you find that you enjoy who you are when doing it, then you have found a great direction to continue on. Identity is this concept of how we relate and we're perceived by others and perceive ourselves. And direction can bring us into that. I mean, a lot of titles for work or lifestyle usually involve verbs that describe what a person does. You know, a painter paints, a writer writes, prostitutes. Well, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Desires will manifest when your direction matches your desires. So I'm going to say it again. Direction is a unique exploration of interest and self. So as soon as you found things that are interesting to you and you're starting to find parts of yourself That's direction. Keep finding it. It's a never-ending cycle. And if you try something and you don't like it, listen, there is no direct path in life. When first you don't succeed, don't get down on yourself. Nothing in life is guaranteed. Just try again and learn from what brought you farther into your desire. Next week's episode is on toxic people and how important it is to rid your life of them. I'm going to keep streaming these messages of positivity, and I encourage you, if you like what you've been listening to, please share my channel with your friends, family that you think might need to hear this or would best resonate with these lessons. And thanks again for listening. So for now, stay tuned to soundcloud.com/TroyTalks, my YouTube channel, or check me out at troysegala.com. Thanks. Troy Talks Life.